Yo, what's up guys? So today I'm gonna be talking about a couple of things, what I got so far in the build and what I received, what I feel I want to change up a little bit, and yeah, just to give you a little bit of insight as to what I'm gonna really do, because there's something that I wanted to get but it would have been too expensive for me to get, and I decided to go a different way. So firstly, I want to say thank you so much for watching all my videos, subscribing and all of those things. I really do appreciate each and every one that has been doing it so far. I do believe that you noticed already that I don't have my teeth. I explained on the other video that look, toothache is real, so I don't see me having toothache now for a while again. And other than that, I'm going to just explain a couple of things. So in the last week, I received a package that I've waited for quite a while, and I purchased me a set of 1600cc injectors, and the injectors seem pretty fine, and it's the EV1 Bosch type. That's the one I chose. So I don't know, I was scolded out or scowled at or something like that by my partner. She kept telling me that I'm stop doing it, opening the stuff before the time, and like it spoils everything. And yeah, I don't know, man, but it's like I'm so excited to see the stuff, you know, like, because you wait so long, man. And then yeah, she told me don't do that, be excited with everybody else. So hopefully I'm gonna try it. Definitely gonna try that, because she says that like whenever there's a package being delivered, the first thing I just like open, like, okay, cool, okay, like I don't know why, it's just like that. But anyway, getting back, so the injectors came and I'm really happy about it. So these are the EV1s. That's the EV1s. So if I take the package out, this, I'll check the part number there. You can Google that if you want. And I mean, if I look at it, right? Okay, so when it came, I paid a penalty fee because the company who shipped it gave the wrong amounts on their invoices and things like that. So I had to pay a penalty fee at customs, but even with that penalty fee, I still paid like, I think it was like almost 1,500 rand less than what I would have paid here for the 1600cc injectors. So I'm gonna open the packet. So this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I'm not gonna open up the packet yet, but what I'm gonna do on the next video where this is concerned, I'm gonna actually have it tested, and then we're gonna see how much it actually really flows and things like that. And I mean, this wasn't so expensive, if I could put it that way, in regards to like the price that I would have paid here, you know. I mean, the last price I checked was around about 3,800 or like 4,000 rand, between the 3,800-4,000. And I mean, I paid like the initial price was 1,900 with a penalty fee of 500 rand, and then the additional VAT and all those other things came to 100 and odd rand, so it was like 600 and something. So I would say I paid around about 2,000, 2,500, 600, somewhere around there. Yeah, and as far as I can tell, I checked the part number on the injector itself. I googled that. I just put the part number in and then it came up. you know. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I bought 4 of those, right? And these are the low impedance injectors. Yeah, so that's what I got so for the injectors. Then what I also did was I did quite a bit of research on the head gasket, right? And yeah, that nobody has the oversized bore head gasket. And then I was trying to figure out, is there a way as to like how I could do that? So I'm like, okay, I can go for a copper gasket maybe. But then I was thinking, if I go for a copper gasket, that now means that I must have my block O-ringed, my cylinder head maybe O-ringed. Then I must now do quite a bit of things. And then at the end of the day, if I should have gone for that type of gasket, it would have cost me much more at the end of the day. And then I still had to go and buy this piece, that piece, that piece, that piece to create myself like a gasket set. So what I then did was I did some more research. I checked online, checked a lot of forums, asked quite a bit of people on different forums in the UK, in America, everywhere. I've asked a lot of people as to like, how do I do that? And a lot of people says that you can even use the standard gasket using the what's that, the 82.5mm piston, right? They do say there is a little bit of some protrusion into the cylinder, right? But they say also that they've been running, okay, a lot of them has been running it for quite a number of years with no issues at all. And I was like, okay, cool, and things like that. And I mean, some people has been running it like 2.2 bars even, like we would say, yeah, 2.2 bars. And if you convert it, maybe some people has been running it like for, like in like 25 to even 40 psi, you know. And a lot of them says that they have no issues with it, you know. They can't see a significant decrease in power. And I was reading up on another forum where this guy was actually complaining over the fact that the gasket that came off the cylinder, off the car, matched the part number of the oversized bore cylinder head gasket. And a lot of people that was actually on the forum actually then said what this company actually does is they take the standard one and they actually remanufacture it in a sense that they rebore the head gasket to that specific clearance or bore size, and then they sell it just at the operated price, really, just to accommodate for that extra machining work on there. And then I also came to realize was that I can't find a head gasket here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to get the standard 1.8 turbos head gasket, and then I'm going to have it machined to accommodate for that, for the pistons, right? And the nice part about it is that when you do buy your pistons, they do give you recommendations, specifications as to like piston to wall clearances and all of those things. So it's quite helpful. And I mean, without that, you can maybe guess here and there. Maybe if you do, like, for example, like if you take your stock piston bore and your piston size and you go check what's the stock wall to or piston to wall clearance, and you have your aftermarket pistons, you can more or less judge as to like how far because they would have that specification, like, you know, like just a hypothetical example, if the bore was, let's say, 81 millimeters, and then they would maybe bore it out to 81.05, you know, like something like that maybe, you know. Yeah, so originally the gasket is a 82 millimeter, right, everything. So I'm just gonna show you quickly what the gasket looked like, because when I was looking online on about the gasket, I was worried that if I do want to have it bored, the sealing compound on it that originally comes from the factory, maybe I would have an issue where that's concerned, you know. And then I couldn't help myself but to open the packaging, and then because I was like so like over the fact that I want to see what this gasket looks like. So I got me the Victor Heinz gasket. So the Victor Heinz gasket comes in two parts. You get the top where you just get everything for the cylinder head, and then you get another section that that is basically just for the bottom. The only downside about it is that I feel that even if they had to maybe just make it just a little bit more, they could have added the rear main oil seal, you know. That's the only thing I would have thought of, you know, because now you're gonna have to go and buy that separate, and I'm probably pretty sure it's probably gonna cost like more or less the same amount as the bottom end gasket. So in total, the gasket set came to, I think it was like 1,300 and some odd rands. So the top gasket was around about 800 and odd, and then the bottom one was 3 something. I can't remember exact figures, but I bought it at the alert. I did phone around, you know, to ask like what the prices are and things like that, and a lot of them was like way more expensive than alert. So for me, I can maybe just give that little bit of money that I potentially would have given out at those other places that was more expensive and get me the rear main oil seal. So I'm not still gonna worry about that for now, right? So yeah, like I said, you get the valve stem seals, the cam seals, tapered cover gasket, cam tensioner gaskets, exhaust gasket, spark plug gasket for the tap there by the tapered cover, intake gasket, O-ring, and then you get the cylinder head gasket. So I was worried that on here would be a sealing compound, right? But I'm pretty sure that this wouldn't be a major issue if you do rebore this, because I mean this is a full steel head gasket. I probably think that it's aluminium. It seems to me like it's aluminium. It seems to me like that's aluminium, that is steel, but I'm pretty sure that they can do it, man. If you don't think so, if you think I'm talking popo, then you can let me know down in the comments. And then you can maybe tell me a better way. But this is the way I think I'm gonna go for now. So if I were to buy just the gasket alone, it would have cost me around about almost 2,500 rand. So yeah, and then you get these, you get instructions, you know, like follow the instructions and things like that. So torque settings and things like that, obviously to ensure that everything works perfectly. So that's that. Then your bottom end gasket, you get the Victor Heinz sealer with, get a couple of O-rings and a copper washer. You get the siphon here for the vent at the bottom, your oil housing there, and then you also get another seal at another seal, you know. So that's like I said, I would have thought they would have put maybe the what's his name, the rear main oil seal in this package, you know. That's just what I would think they would do, maybe, you know. Even if it had to be like maybe say 120 rand or something like that, maybe extra or so. But I guess that's just how it goes, that you're gonna have to go and get you another gasket, I mean rear main oil seal. So that's all the gaskets that you get there. You get the seals and all of those things, right? So yeah, that's basically what I got in the week. That's what I got in the week, and obviously now the injectors are received, right? But if I should tell you that the only reason why I didn't assemble the cylinder head yet is because the spring compressor I don't have that I need to use there. But I've got an idea that I'm playing around with in my head, because I do have a spring compressor, but it's not for that style cylinder head, right? But I'm going to be modifying the one that I have currently right now, and then I'm going to be using that one to do that. So I do have quite a bit of things. I already got me my management, the new management that I'm going to be using. I so much want to tell you which management it is, but I'm still waiting for the other managements to come in before I do a comparison video between the different managements. So there's 4 main managements that is currently running around here in South Africa, and I really would like to do a comparison video between all of those managements. The one of them, I already sent the email to the owner of the company, not asking for anything. I told the guy that I'll be buying this management myself, and how would you feel about me doing this? This person said, I will show you the emails. This person said that they don't want anything or any part of this video, right? And unfortunately, it's just gonna be my opinion. I'm not going to influence anybody on which management to go. If I chose a management, I'm gonna tell you why I chose it, and for a type of specific reason as to why I'm choosing it, right? So don't now say because I said so. I'm not telling you that you must go for the specific management or go for any other specific management. This is my choice. I am going to tell you what I find, how I find the different managements, and what I think about them. So I would say so far, right? Oh, and I've already started customizing my front lights. Played around with it, with ideas and things like that. I think it's okay. It's simple. It's not still so out there. Some people asked me, so what type of lights you putting in? Are you gonna put in the Jeep lights? And I'm like, no. Like, probably like 3 years ago, I was going to put the Jeep lights in, but then I started seeing people put Jeep lights in, and I'm like, nah, I don't want that anymore. There's too many people now with those Jeep lights. And at the time when I was going to buy it, it was way cheaper than what it is now. If I'm not mistaken, those Jeep lights are like what, 1,500 rand or something like that now, or even more. And I'm like, yo, like, nah. Like, there's quite a few things now that I've got. And then when I look on even Marketplace and stuff like that, and I'm like, yo, you're really charging so much for these things? Like, you know, I wanted to change the doors to the velocity doors, and this guy tells me, nah. I'm like, okay, so how much do you want for the 2 doors? He's like, well, for complete doors, it's gonna cost you 3,500 rand each. I'm like, 3,500 rand? Hey bro, I can go buy me now a buck with doors on for that price. Like, really now? Like, why do you do that? Like, come on me, bro. Like, really now? But anyway, so I decided, you know what? Last that, man. Sorry, man. Leave that, man. I'm not gonna still worry with velocity doors and all these things. But I do have a new dash that I'm still working out the kinks on how to customize this dash. Because a lot of people, because my thing is, I don't want to build this car as a stock car. No. I mean, like, I went again, look at material for the car. Material is quite expensive. I can tell you that for sure. And if you really want the type of material that you really want, you're gonna pay for it. So there's quite a few things that I'm still missing at the moment, you know. Still saving up for quite a bit of things, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm not assembling anything at this present moment is because I don't want to assemble something halfway and then sit with that and then wait and then assemble the rest, because it's, I don't know, man, that's just not the way I want to operate. I did get me the perspex for and the PVC piping to mock up my exhaust, my exhaust manifold. I do have a turbo, but obviously I'm gonna be changing that because it's not considered a big turbo anymore. And yeah, like I'm pretty excited as to like how far I'm getting at the moment. And some people might say 1600 cc's of injectors is too much, but you don't know where you're gonna land up, man. You know, you don't know, because if you're gonna pay now almost 2000 rand for a set of 550 cc, or let's say 750 cc injectors, you're gonna pay almost 2000 rand for now. At a later stage, you might just wanna go a bit further than that. Now you're gonna have to sell your 750 cc injectors that you now sold for, that you bought now for 2000 rand, two and a half. You're not gonna have to sell that for like 1000 rand, 1200, and still somebody's gonna try to bring it down with that price. So rather give yourself room. You know, like, okay, this is my opinion. You can take it with a grain of salt or whatever, because a lot of people out there, they set their goals, but when they reach the goal, they actually want more. So, and then I'm changing my mind now, but at the end of the day, you could just give yourself a little bit more room, and then you don't have to spend so much money. You know, so I've got a lot of the interior parts. I got a lot of the sound equipment that's going into the car, and I've got a lot of the panels. I got a brand new nose panel. I got new chassis legs for the vehicle. Doing a full on, like, yo, I'm telling you, I'm really excited. I would say that the only things that's really holding me back is money, really. So that's why I'm like working in my chops, you know, like to get where I want to be. And I can promise that I know for a fact that this will be a very unique mock. But anyway, look, if you have watched it until now, thank you so much. A subscribe to the channel will mean a lot. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you wanna, you can subscribe to the channel if you want. Thank you so much. Give a thumbs up if you liked it. Enjoy the rest, and see you on the next video.